What's up YouTube, BlackLotus63 here, and I'm going to do a updated deck profile for my Dark Scorpions. I made a lot of good tweaks to it, and I think it's more consistent now than it was before. So let's not waste any time, and I'll get into the deck profile for you guys. Alright, first off, right off the bat, I'm doing 41 cards now from the previous 40. One card really doesn't make a difference, it's still consistent more than ever. And first off, let's start with the monsters. We're running same as before, the 3 Donsalubs. Basically the head cheese of the group. When he inflicts battle damage, you can discard a card from your opponent's hand or have them mill 2 cards. And we're running 3 of him, no more, no less. And basically he's the king of the deck. Next, same as before, we're running 3 Mene the Thorns. Like I said before, she's the Sanguine Searcher of the deck. When she inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can search for a new Dark Scorpion or add one from your graveyard to your hand. Basically, 3 is plenty. I wouldn't take it down to 2 only because it makes the deck less consistent. So that's 3 Mene the Thorns. Next, we're still running the 3 Cliff the Trap Removers, basically Don's go-to guy. When he inflicts battle damage, you can have your opponent either mill 2 or destroy a spell and trap card on the field. He's basically, you know, the one that gets around all your pesky traps that your opponent has. It destroys your opponent's backfield, and basically just helps you get rid of the cards in your deck in case it's something that they need. Coming up next, so that's 3 Cliff the Trap Removers, no less. The next one we're only running 1 like before, and it's Chick the Yellow. Basically, what he does when he inflicts battle damage, you can look at your top card of your opponent's deck and you put it to the top or the bottom. Or you can target 1 card on the field and bounce it back to their hand. That's it for the Dark Scorpion engines. I'm not running Gorg. I don't like Gorg. He's a tribute monster. And basically he just clogs up the deck. So that's the only Dark Scorpions that we're running. Next we're running the 3 Marauding Captains like before. Only because it helps add consistency. And as I mentioned before, I usually draw into Marauding Captain and Cliff the Trap Remover on opening hand, and basically that's a Zenmane's turn 1. So that's 3 Marauding Captains. It makes the deck swarm, and swarming power makes it more consistent like always. Now for the new cards in the deck. Basically I'm running 2 Snowman Eater, only because Snowman Eater is basically a card that you need in this game, and with 1900 defense, it's pretty hard to get around with Thunder King and all that, and when it's attacked, it gets flipped face up after you set it, and you can destroy a card on the field. So 2 Snowman Eater is basically what I added into the deck, and I like it. It's working out for me so far. And the same as before, we're running 2 Mystic Tomato. Only because Mystic Tomato is it also helps add swarming power to the field by when it's destroyed by battle, you special summon the dark monster with 1500 less in attack mode. Basically, the Mystic Tomatoes and the Marauding Captains help pull out all your combos and all that, just to set up your field, what you need and all that. It's this deck is a swarm deck, like I said before, and it's quick, it's consistent, it's fun. Then I took it down to 1 Command Knight because 2 was just too much, and he's good enough on his own as 1 with 1900 defense, and he boosts all your warriors up to by 400 points, and basically improves your attacks in order to get their effects off by inflicting battle damage. And then 1 Breaker like before, he's just a good card in general, I like running him. And finally, Exiled Force. I've always liked this card since it came out. I think it's really handy at times when you need it, because once you can summon him, you can tribute him and get his effect off. So, basically, that's it for the monster count, 20 monsters. Basically, the only new different things I added into the deck is Snowman Eaters and one Command Knight. And it's fun, it's really consistent, which surprises me, because it's an old archetype and it's just fun to play. Now for the spell cards, we're running 3 Ego Boosts like before. I had one comment said to me that they've never seen anybody run Ego Boost as well as I do. And that means a lot to me, because Ego Boost really isn't a card that's used much, but it's a quick play and it boosts your monster's attack by 1,000 points till the end phase. That's really good, believe it or not, only because the Dark Scorpions have low attack, and it easily boosts them up to like 2,400, 2,000, or even 2,200 beaters. Next, we're running 3 Rush Recklessly's, because it also helps increasing the attack points with Ego Boost. I remember one play I did one time with Ego Boost. I got Chick the Yellow up to like 4,000 attack points. It was crazy. So that's 3 Rush Recklessly's. It's needed. It helps boost the attack of the Dark Scorpions. Next, we're running the staples. Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 of them. I don't need to run 3, only because 2 is enough. Then we're running Dark Hole, Book of Moon, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, and Rhoda, only because it's a warrior deck. And it's basically staple for all warrior decks right now. Now for the traps, which I changed a lot. And basically it's just all staples now. And I don't need the 2 bottomless, only because what I've added in here, it helps it out getting around the pesky stuff. So the traps, it's a staple trap lineup. We got 2 Solemn Warnings and the Judgment, the Solemn Brigade, Bottomless, Mirror Force, Deep Prison, Torrential, and I added Starlight Road only because it's helpful. And it's a great counter card. Starlight Road really isn't played much now, but with the new format out right now, it's I like it. So there's the deck. 41 cards. Basically not much has changed except for the trap lineup and a couple extra monsters. So the extra in the side deck is what changed. So let's start with the extra deck. First, I'm running the Chimera Tech Overdragon only because I don't have Fortress, and I side deck 3 Cyber Dragons, so it helps bring him out. I never really have to use him much. Stardust for the Starlight Road, Black Rose because it's good. Gravity Warrior, since Brio's banned, I need a new 6-star tuner in 6-star synchro monster in there. So I picked Gravity Warrior only because I like his effect. For those of you who don't know what Gravity Warrior does, here, let me read it to you real quick. It's, when this card is synchro summoned, it gains 300 attack for each face-up monster your opponent controls. And once per turn during your opponent's battle phase, you can target 1 defense position monster your opponent controls and change it to face-up, attack position, and it must attack this turn if able. Basically, you use him, pick your opponent's monster, flip it to face-up attack, and have them battle, inflict the battle damage, and basically, it's good. Now for the Xyz monsters, we got Leviathan Dragon, only because I like him. He's easy to pull out, and he saves you some a lot of the time. And his effects are just really good. Zenmaines, like I said before, I'm usually pulling him out turn 1, because I draw into the right cards, and he's just really helpful in today's meta. Heroic Champion Excalibur, because I like him, and it's just 2 level 4 warriors, and basically everything in the deck is warrior. And you detach 2 Xyz materials, he basically goes up to 4,000 until the end of your opponent's turn. And I don't know what can get any better than that. 2 Utopias, only because I'm not running Utopia Ray, because I don't have one. And I like 2 Utopias only because you never know you're going to need him. The Photon Butterfly Assassin, only because its effect is amazing. I don't see why anybody wouldn't want to run this. I think everybody's running it now as a staple in the extra deck just because it's so good. The next card's a proxy until it comes out in the tin sets. I don't have it yet, but it's Shockmaster. I'm running Shockmaster because he's good. He's amazing. He's broken. Enough said. Don't mind my sloppy handwriting, but yeah, 1 Shockmaster. Gemini Pearl, only because he is a beater, 2400, and I don't see what anything else is better than that. White Armor Ninja, because it's good, it can attack twice, and he's basically a staple now in every extra deck. Adrius, self-explanatory, he's good. I never really have to make him much in this deck, but other decks I do because my extra deck is a Universal. Exabeetle's the same way. He's being seen and play a lot now. I actually like him. And I don't really make much in this deck, but he's basically I run him in other decks. And there's my Gyarados token because I like Gyarados and he's my favorite Pokemon. So that's the extra deck. Now we got the side deck, which changed somewhat, but not much. I'm citing whatever I need for the current meta right now. And of course, we still got Gores, Ghost Rare. It's cool looking. I like him. King Tiger, anti-meta card, Macrocosmos, it's needed. Needle Ceiling, because I saw an article on it, and it actually has some potential in today's meta against wind-ups. There's 1 Cyber Dragon. Noble Necrozma, I've always liked this card since it got released. And basically, he destroys face downs and gets rid of whip effects that, are pesky and are annoying. I usually main deck this card in like every deck that I run, but right now I'm siding it because I don't know if I'm really gonna actually use it a lot, unless I have to. Polymerization for Chimera Tech. Toll because it's fun and no one expects it anymore. Basically what this card does, it's an old card from Magic Ruler. It still has the writing Magic card on it. And basically, you and your opponent have to pay 500 just to declare an attack and attack with a monster. It stalls the game a lot. It's fun. So I enjoy it. It's fun to play. No one expects it. Tsukiyomi only because I don't main deck it. It's basically a second Book of Moon now that it's unbanned. I like it. System Down because basically it's good against Machina Gadgets and Geargias and all those other machine type decks that are running around out there in the current meta right now. By the way, I'm going to be doing a new segment called Lotus Talks, and basically it's when I'm just gonna discuss stuff about today's game. First episode is going to be figuring out what the current meta is because I'm still confused on it. So just stay around for that. Kaiko the Ghost Destroyer because he's an anti-meta card and he's fun to play. Morphing Jar, you never really know when you're going to need it. There's the 3rd Cyber Dragon. Swords, it's a good stall card. And Kuriboh because it saves me when I really need it. And no one really expects you to have this card now in your hand because I don't even think anybody knows it still exists. But it's good when you're on the verge of losing and you just pull Kuriboh out of nowhere. So that's the deck, that's the side deck, and the extra deck. It's I really built this deck around competitive play now. It's fun. I'm seeing good results with it. I'm probably gonna use this as my main deck. I got a bunch of other decks out there that I'm probably gonna be profiling. I'm on the verge of making a new Chaos Dragon deck. I got a old school burn deck for you guys, and I got a 6 Samurai deck. I know everybody loves the 6 Samurais, but it's a different deck build. I'm not running the asceticisms in it, so you can stick around for that. Like I said, it's 40 card deck, nothing too much about it. It's fun. I think it's competitive. I think it actually has potential. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. If you have any more tips going to help me improve it, build it, try it out for yourself. Let me know what the results are for it that you guys get. And just stick around, subscribe, like, comment, please. I'm new to this. Just help me out all that you can and support me. And I usually do sub for sub. So just yeah, that's it. And I got a new segment coming up. I'm gonna probably make that video tomorrow. So guys, after all of that, let me know what you think of the deck profile, and Black Lotus 63 signing out.